Hey there. Alright, so this is going to be a high sensitivity ramble video, so let's turn the gain up a little bit, because I forgot to do that before starting, but it's all good. Okay, it's going to be kind of like a hybrid soft-spoken. I guess it's just soft-spoken, I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking, like, for me, usually my soft-spoken is a little bit louder, and I'll probably, end up getting louder by the end of the video. That always happens, I always get, like, too comfortable just talking, and then it ends up way too loud, so it'll probably get louder by the end. But anyway, I'm going to try to keep it a little bit softer just because the sensitivity is high, so, it makes it a little bit more jarring, and there's a car going by, but, it is what it is. Anyway, just going to be a ramble video. I haven't made one of these in, at least 2 days. Now, I don't remember when my last ramble video was, but I like making them. You guys seem to like watching them, so it's win-win. I know I said this in the last one, but I haven't been super focused on the channel as of late. Well, I have and I haven't been. In a way, I kind of am like hyper-focused on it, but I'm in the works. I have a big project planned, and I'm just constantly working on it. It's taking up pretty much all of my free time. It's not really a situation where I want to talk too much about it or like show much of it, simply because I kind of want it to be a big surprise, But yeah, I'm working on that a lot, and it's taking up a lot of my free time. And then just with the nature of my setup, my phone is my primary recording device, so I'm, my ability to record kind of revolves around my phone, and my phone is old. I know I've said this a billion times, but it just makes making ASMR a lot harder, because honestly, it's really not hard to make ASMR. If I had a better setup, it would be really easy, actually. Because the problem is that my phone runs out of battery very quickly, and it charges very slowly, because the connector, like the port or whatever, is like really old and busted. The like charger doesn't even sit in it right, and you have to like very precisely like put it in and like put it at the right angle, and then like set it down so you don't disturb it. That's the only way to get it to charge. I need a new phone very badly. But yeah, that's the problem, is like, I use my phone for things other than making videos. So like watching videos, or, scrolling on social media or whatever. So, I'll be using my phone, and then the time will come where it's like, okay, I'm ready. I can record. I have time. Like, I'm good to go. And then my phone's not good to go. So it's like, okay, well, I got to charge my phone, because that's the thing. It's like, if I start recording without like 100% battery, I'll only be able to record for like 15 minutes. Like, the phone runs out of battery fast. So the phone has to be at 100%, and it takes a long time to charge to 100%. You see where I'm getting with this? It's just a tricky situation. Again, I guess I'm just venting a little bit. I don't know. I'm not really frustrated. It is a little frustrating, I suppose, but I'm not. It is what it is. Like I said, I know I just need to get a new phone or a camera or something that would alleviate all the problems. But yeah, I'm just kind of chilling. I was gonna get the newest one when that came out, the 14 or whatever. But I never did. I don't remember why, actually. Yeah, I don't remember why I didn't get that one. Because that was my plan. But at this point, the new one's gonna. That's the problem. I think I've talked about this before. I'm not 100% sure. I know I've talked to other people about it in real life, but I don't know if I've ever mentioned it in a video before. But I don't get the whole like life cycle of. I mean, I think pretty much every phone manufacturer does this. It's not just iPhone, but iPhone does it, and that's what I use. Sorry, I kind of hit the mic there. I'll have to edit that out. Anyway, they make a phone every year, and I get it. Like, you have people that are going to buy every single phone every single year, right? to always have the newest one. And so it's like, yeah, you'll make more money by releasing a new one every year because it's a reoccurring cost, right? And these phones aren't cheap. They're fucking expensive, dude. Especially if you get one that's like halfway decent. I mean, like, admittedly, all of the models that are like the new ones, like even the cheapest model is still good. But like, I want a little bit more storage, you know? It's like they're rationing out storage like it's in short supply. I don't know. I mean, I don't really keep up with the news and stuff. I've heard there's like computer chip shortages and stuff like that. So maybe there's, you know, that impacts stuff. I think it's just more a situation where they know they can charge that and people will pay for it. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that I get from a business perspective that releasing a phone every year probably, you know, provides them with a steady stream of income. But at the same time, as a person that doesn't buy every phone every year, you know, I've had this one for, I mean, coming up on 8 years now, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I got this one in 2015. So, yeah, 8 years. It was like December 2015, so we're a little shy. It's like 7.5 currently. But by the time the next one comes out, it'll be closer to, you know, 8 years. But the thing is that as for me, as a consumer that doesn't buy every phone every year, it's like, when do I get in, you know? Because there's tiny little improvements every single time, and it's like, well, if I get this one, then I'm not going to get this one, you know? It's like, I'm going to have this phone for potentially even longer than 8 years, because I had my first phone, which was the iPhone 4. I had that for 2 years, and then I got this one, and I've had it for 7.5 years. So I mean, like, if that trend continues, you know, I'm gonna have my next phone for like 30 years. Obviously, I probably won't do that, but still, I'm gonna have my next phone that I buy for potentially upwards of 8 years. And that's a long time. And like, you know, you wanna get the most bang for your buck, obviously. So I want the best product that I can receive for the money that I'm gonna be paying for it, especially when it's gonna be as expensive as it is. I mean, it's gonna be like $1,400 probably, you know? It's like, I want to get the most out of that money because I don't have that money to just throw out willy-nilly. So, you know, it's tough. It's like, I don't know. And I guess that's kind of the idea, is that it's like, you know, they do that purposefully to make you feel like you need to buy every single phone every single year. But not only do I not want to do that, but I don't have the ability to because of my financial situation. So it's like, that's not an option, you know? So it's like, it's just a tricky situation where it's like, when do I actually, you know, buy the next phone? When is it good enough, you know? When is it enough of an upgrade? Because from the 4 to, I have the 6S currently. That was a huge jump, especially for someone that wanted to make videos with my phone. You know, the 4, it wasn't the 4S, I just had the 4. It could only film in 720p, 30 frames per second, I'm pretty sure. It was bare bones. It was also only 8 gigabytes, which is insane to think about now. It's like, I was actually watching some, side note, little bit of a tangent here, but I was watching some old like press conferences for like product reveals from Apple, you know, back when like Steve Jobs was still alive, and he would go up on stage and talk about these products, and it was like, he's talking about the iPod, and this came out in like, I forget, I think it was like 2006 or something, and he's like, it's got a 1 gigabyte storage. It's like, but that was insane at the time. It's like, damn, 1 gigabyte. And it's crazy to think, like, I'm pretty sure my family, it's somewhere in this house somewhere. I remember growing up, we had flash drives, you know, like thumb drives and stuff, that were like 256 megabytes. Like, we had flash drives that we like used on a regular basis. Like, that was normal. It was maybe a little low at that time, but still, that was like, it was within the realm of normal. 256 megabytes, that's like nothing nowadays. Like, you wouldn't be able to do anything with that nowadays. It's just crazy how fast stuff goes, and it's like, you don't even notice it either, because I was like, just thinking about it, I was like, damn, that's like nothing. Like, it hit me all of a sudden, because you don't, you don't realize the change because it happens so gradually, even though it is happening pretty quickly. But anyway, that was a side note. But yeah, my iPhone 4, my first phone, it was 8 gigabytes, which was, at the time, it was really low. um, I was running into storage problems, and I'm running into storage problems with this one. This one's 64 gigabytes, and I'm running into storage with this one. I don't even think you can get 64 gigabytes anymore, though, which is also kind of crazy. But yeah, so from my iPhone 4 to this one, it could only record in 720p, and it only had 8 gigabytes of storage, versus this phone, which could record in 4K, which it was like the first commercial phone to shoot in 4K. I think technically maybe Samsung beat them to it. But it was the first iPhone to shoot in 4K. So I went from 720p to 4K and 8 gigabytes to 64 gigabytes. So I literally like squared the storage, and I don't know what the difference between 720p and 4K is. It's probably like 400%. Because 720p is 720 by 1280. And then 4K is 2160. So 720 times 2 is 1440. And 1440 times 2 is... No, wait, it's 300%. Yeah. 720 times 3 is 2160. I'm pretty sure 720 is... or 4K is 300% of 720p. Anyway, it was a big improvement, and I liked that, It felt substantial when I got the new one. But like the jump between the 6S and the 7, it's like, there's no difference. It's so, I want the purchase to mean something. I want there to be, a big jump. And I feel like I'm at the point now, like I said, I've had this one for like 8 years. So I feel like I'm at the point that, like, if I get in now, it will be a substantial jump. I think the biggest thing will probably be storage, also battery life. But I mean, I don't think they've made like vast improvements to battery life technology or anything like that. It's just that this battery is so degraded. My battery life is like below 50% or some shit. I don't even know what it is. Like I said, there are times when I'm using it, and if you just like watch the battery indicator, you can like watch it drop in real time. Like, I mean, I guess technically you can always do that no matter what, because the battery is draining in real time. But typically, like, the amount of time it takes for like a single percent to be lost, for you to like see the number drop, is like, a pretty decent amount of time. So like, you wouldn't just be able to like count it down. I have literally been able to count it down before. Sometimes, like, especially on like road trips, it seems. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with like cellular signal, because whenever I'm home, I'm always on Wi-Fi. So I'm assuming that it connects to the Wi-Fi and it's fine. Whereas when you're on cellular, it's like constantly searching for like a better signal, which I assume probably reduces your battery life a little bit. I don't know. That could be completely wrong. I'm not a cellular technician or anything, but yeah, like on road trips, I can, like, the battery will literally last like 1 hour. Like, or actually no, like less than that. I've seen the percent drop like 1% every like 2 seconds. I'm not even joking. I have seen that happen on my phone, where you can just like read it, and I feel like maybe the indicator is a little wrong sometimes, because sometimes my phone will be on 1% for like 2 hours. And it's like, okay, it probably wasn't actually on 1%. So I feel like the indicator might be a little bit wrong. So maybe that's all that was happening. But still, I've seen it happen. I've seen the number drop like insanely fast before. So the battery on this is really bad. So that would be a big improvement no matter what phone I get, honestly. Just because having a phone that lasts longer than like 2 minutes would be nice. But yeah, I just don't know when to jump back in. It's just they get you with that like FOMO, I guess. It's just tough. But like I said, I guess it makes sense from a business perspective, but at the same time, I just feel like it's counterproductive, you know, because if anything, it just makes me, like I said, I understand the idea that like there's plenty of people out there that will just buy every phone every year. But for me, and I assume a lot of people, all it makes me want to do is not buy a phone because I want to wait until there's like some huge revolutionary breakthrough, you know. Um, I don't know. It just seems like a weird business practice to me personally, but I'm not a businessman. I'm not a part of the 1% or some shit. They seem to know how to make money and keep their money, so I guess they're doing something right. I don't know. I mean, Apple was the first company to go over $1 trillion in like, you know, the company worth, which is insane. $1 trillion. A company bigger than like a lot of countries in the world. Like not even just like shithole countries, but like actual developed nations. Apple is bigger than those countries. It's like insane. Very strange. But that's life, I guess. But yeah, I'm probably going to get the next one though, because I've heard that they're probably going to be making a switch to USB-C, which in my opinion would be a pretty big improvement over Lightning, especially as someone that, you know, makes videos. I'm constantly transferring files between my phone and my computer. And I mean, not that it's like unbearably slow or anything, but I mean, any speed improvement to that is going to save me time and help me stop wasting my life doing pointless things, you know? Like, even if it only takes like 5 minutes to transfer a file, that's 5 minutes that I waste every single time I make a video, just sitting there doing nothing, you know? So it's like, yeah, I'll take a speed improvement to that. I've also heard that potentially they'll be implementing a periscope lens, which is like a super telephoto lens, so like 30 times optical zoom, which would be cool as a person that, like I said, a big part of, you know, why I want a new phone and why I need a new phone is for the ability to record videos, and that would be a cool feature to have. As if on cue, I'm getting the symbol that we're running out of storage. But I'll just keep going. So yeah, I'll probably get this one. Like I said, I was planning on getting the last one, the 14. I don't really remember why I didn't do that. I mean, I guess it was just expensive. And I just never got around to like just biting the bullet. But I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just need to get a new phone. I don't even remember. So like the reason I was talking about this was because I was saying that, you know, I want to make more videos and I want to do them with more regularity, especially as I focus on this other project that I've been working on and dedicating most of my time to. Because it really isn't that hard for me to make videos. There's just other hurdles in the way that are kind of out of my control in a way. I mean, I could just reduce the amount of time that I use my phone for things other than making videos, but that's kind of hard, honestly. I mean, it's certainly not impossible, but it's, you know, some people are, you know, I'm addicted to watching videos and shit. It's hard, okay? It's hard not to. Anyway. Yeah. Well, there we go. We just lost the video, so I guess we'll end it there. I'll keep making videos, so don't worry about me stopping. But like I said, yeah, I'm focused on something else right now. So that's why the regularity of my videos has gone down a good bit. I'm just trying to, you know, work with what I've got. If I had a better system, I could probably keep putting out videos, maybe even faster than I had been before, while I'm still dedicating more of my time to this other thing. But for the time being, that's not really how it works. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed my ramble session. I know some of you guys like it. It seems like a lot of you guys like it. And I like making them. I like just talking about nothing. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye, 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 bye.